They say love is blind, but what if love just sees the world through a lens that's incredibly focused on you? Here's a question to ponder. If a woman genuinely loves you, how would you even know? I'm not talking about the typical gestures like Netflix and chill, or those cute birthday cards that anyone can buy. I'm talking about a love so deep, it reshapes her entire world. It's the kind of love that doesn't just sit there, it shakes the very foundation of who she is and how she interacts with you. But here's the catch. This kind of love doesn't always scream from the rooftops. It whispers. It hides in those quiet, unspoken moments, in how she pauses when you speak, in what she doesn't say, and in the way she looks at you when you're not even paying attention. You see, true love isn't about grand declarations. It's in the tiny, almost invisible signs that leak through when she forgets she's even performing. Studies even back this up. A 2018 research from the University of California showed that people in love can unconsciously mirror each other's brainwaves. It's not just a feeling, it's science. When a woman loves you, your presence rewires her brain, and she can't help but reveal it in ways you wouldn't expect. Yet here you are, still wondering, does she really love me? Or is she just in love with the idea of me? That's what we're going to break down today. 7 signs that a woman genuinely loves you, not just because of your charm or the surface level connection, but because she's deeply, emotionally, and spiritually entangled with you. No fluff, no fairy tales, just raw, honest signs that reveal the depth of her affection. So if you're ready to see love for what it truly is, not just what you hope it to be, keep watching. We're about to go deeper than ever before. And before we dive into those signs, let me tell you, this isn't for everyone. If you're just looking for the typical love advice, you might want to stop here. But if you're ready to explore love through a Stoic lens and understand how true, deep love truly works, then buckle up. You're about to get a real education on what it means when a woman genuinely loves you. Sign 1. She fights you like she's trying to save herself from drowning. Wait, what? Fighting in love sounds strange, doesn't it? But here's the truth. When a woman genuinely loves you, she will argue like it's her life on the line. I'm not talking about petty squabbles over the remote control or whose turn it is to do the dishes. No, I'm talking about the kind of arguments that feel like you're performing heart surgery on each other with blunt instruments, messy, emotional, and raw. The stakes are high, and when she loves you deeply, every disagreement is a battle for something more than just the issue at hand. Imagine this. She's standing there, angry, her eyes filled with unshed tears, her words tumbling out like a flood. And you're sitting there, confused, thinking to yourself, why are we even fighting? We were fine just yesterday. But what you're missing is this. Love, real love, is a liability. It exposes you. When a woman loves you, she's not just giving you a piece of her heart. She's handing you nuclear codes to her emotional world. And if she even thinks you might drop them, she panics. That's why, in the heat of an argument, you'll find her fighting with everything she has, not because she's angry with you, but because she's terrified of losing herself in the process of loving you. She's giving you a piece of her that no one else has ever touched. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't just hand over her heart, she surrenders the fragile pieces of herself she's been guarding for years. And if she's fighting with you, it's because she's scared. Scared that by loving you, she might lose who she is. Søren Kierkegaard, a philosopher who understood love more deeply than most, once said, "The greatest hazard of all, losing oneself, can occur very quietly in the world, as if it were nothing at all." That's what she's afraid of, losing herself in you. And that's why her fights are never just about the argument. They're about her fear of becoming someone else in the process of loving you. So when she fights you, don't just see it as a battle. See it as a deep emotional plea for security. She's trying to protect herself from losing the woman she is. And it's in those moments you'll discover how deeply she loves you. Not because she's angry, but because she's scared of being vulnerable with you. This is love at its rawest form, unfiltered, untamed, and sometimes confusing. But real love is messy. And if she's fighting for you, it's because you become an integral part of who she is. Sign 2. she shows you her ugly without warning. This might sound counterintuitive, but when a woman loves you, she'll show you her ugly. And I'm not just talking about a bad hair day or when she's feeling a bit down. I'm talking about the parts of her soul that she's kept hidden for years. The raw, unfiltered emotions, the traumas, the past wounds, and the insecurities she's never told anyone about. In a relationship, there's a moment, a pivotal moment, when she allows her guard to drop. It's not the first kiss, and it's not the I love you. It's the moment when she says, this is who I am, and I trust you enough to show you. And what she's showing you isn't the polished, Instagram perfect version of herself. No, it's the real version. The version that's been hurt, betrayed, and left vulnerable. When a woman loves you genuinely, she won't hide her imperfections behind a mask anymore. She will stop curating the perfect persona and let you in on the emotional chaos that lies beneath. And no, it's not weakness. It's courage. Maybe it's when she's cooking dinner and the conversation turns to something painful from her past. Maybe it's in the middle of a deep conversation when she suddenly bursts into tears, revealing something she's never shared with anyone. Or maybe it's in the quiet moments when she lets down her emotional armor and shows you her vulnerabilities. It's not easy for her. But when a woman loves you, she trusts you enough to let you see her in all her imperfect, broken glory. She's testing you, not to see if you'll stay, but to see if you'll still love her, even when she's not perfect. And here's the kicker. When she shows you her ugly, she's not looking for you to fix it. She's not asking for advice or sympathy. She's simply saying, I trust you enough to show you who I really am, flaws, scars, and all. If you stay, if you hold her, if you love her even when she's not perfect, you've just unlocked something sacred. She's giving you a piece of her soul that no one else has ever seen. And if you value that, you've stepped into a love that very few experience. Sign 3, she remembers the details. You forgot you ever said a woman who genuinely loves you doesn't just hear you, she listens to you. And I'm not talking about the kind of listening that's distracted or merely for the sake of conversation. I'm talking about the kind of listening that goes beyond words. It's the kind of listening where she not only hears what you're saying, but feels the meaning behind it. She notices the little things, the things you might forget you even mentioned. Here's a real example. Do you remember telling her that your dad used to drive with the windows down and play Springsteen on Sundays? You probably said it once, offhandedly, not thinking it would ever make an impact. But the next time you get into her car, what's playing on the stereo? Springsteen, and you don't even have to say anything. She's not pointing it out or making a big deal of it. It's just there, woven into the fabric of your relationship. That's love. When a woman loves you deeply, she remembers the smallest details about you, the things that are insignificant to most, but significant to her. She remembers your childhood dog's name, the way you take your coffee, or why you like your coffee the way you do because you once told her it reminded you of your grandfather. These aren't just small details, they are pieces of your soul that she holds on to and cherishes. And the beauty of it? She's not doing it for a show. She's not trying to impress you or win your approval. She's remembering you in the quietest, most intentional ways. The most radical act of love is remembering someone, especially when it's easy to forget. In today's world where people are constantly distracted by their phones and social media, someone who listens to you with this level of presence is a rare treasure. And if she remembers things you've forgotten, it's not just sweet, it's sacred. She's witnessing you. And that's love in its most pure and honest form. Sign 4. She challenges your comfort because she sees your depth. Now, this one might sting a little bit because it's uncomfortable. But when a woman loves you, she won't let you settle for mediocrity. She won't allow you to coast along, playing small and hiding behind excuses. If a woman truly loves you, she will challenge you in ways that make you uncomfortable because she sees your potential. She knows you can do more than you're doing right now. She sees the man you could become, the life you could create, the legacy you could leave, and she refuses to sit by while you squander that potential. She'll challenge you to face your fears, to overcome your weaknesses, and to step into the person you were always meant to be. And here's the twist. She's not doing it to control you. She's not doing it because she thinks you're not good enough. She's doing it because she's invested in your growth. She wants you to evolve and become the best version of yourself. If she's challenging you, it's not criticism, it's love. She's calling out the excuses you've been making, the dreams you've been putting off, the habits that are holding you back, and she won't let you off the hook. Because real love isn't about comfort, it's about growth. Sign 5, she defends you when you're not in the room. Love isn't just about what happens when you're together, it's about how she treats you when you're not there. Does she stand up for you when your name comes up in conversation? Does she defend your character, even when no one is watching? Does she honor you when you're not around to hear it? A woman who loves you will defend you in ways you'll never see. When someone criticizes you, she won't hesitate to correct them. She'll stand up for you, even when you're not there to witness it. And here's why that matters. She's defending your character, your reputation, and the man she believes you are. In the absence of your presence, she's honoring your love. She's not just loving you in the light, she's loving you in the dark. And that kind of loyalty, it's rare. It's not for show. It's a quiet, constant, and fierce devotion that protects you even when you're not there to protect yourself. Sign 6. She imagines a future and you're still in it. If you want to know if a woman loves you, pay close attention to how she talks about the future. Not just the grand plans for marriage, kids, or vacations. Those are obvious signs. I'm talking about the little, seemingly insignificant moments that indicate you are part of her future, even without her directly saying it. You know those casual remarks she makes? The ones that don't seem like a big deal but actually carry a deeper meaning? When she talks about buying furniture, redecorating her apartment, or planning a trip, and she says, "We should do this together," or "I was thinking about us when I was picking out the new color for the living room," those aren't just throwaway lines. They're her way of saying, "I see a future with you in it." And here's the thing, she might not even realize she's doing it. When love is genuine, the future is no longer just an idea. It becomes something you both are creating together, even if you haven't formally discussed it. It's in the quiet acts, buying your favorite tea without asking, picking out a gift she knows you'll love, or mentioning plans for the holidays and naturally saying, "Let's do it differently this year together." When a woman loves you, she envisions a life that includes you. It's not about asking you to make promises about a future together. It's about her subconscious weaving you into her plans without even thinking twice. She's not just imagining a life for herself, but a life that includes you. And that's powerful. But don't be fooled. If she never talks about a future with you, even in the most casual sense, it could be a sign that she's not as committed as you might think. Genuine love leaks forward into time. It's like planting seeds today for a garden that will bloom tomorrow. If she's already imagining that garden with you in it, you've got something special. Sign 7. She loves you, despite the version of you that's still evolving. This might be the most radical sign of love of all. A woman who genuinely loves you won't just love the person you are today. She won't just be enamored by your accomplishments, your career, or your best version of yourself. She'll love you despite all the flaws, imperfections, and unfinished parts of who you are. Let's face it, none of us are perfect. We all have areas of our lives that are still in progress, dreams that we haven't yet turned into reality, habits we're trying to break, and emotional wounds we're still healing. But when a woman loves you deeply, she doesn't wait for you to be perfect before she commits. She's in it with you for the long haul, even when you haven't fully figured it all out. Think about it. You might still be working through some unresolved issues or chasing after goals that seem unreachable. Maybe you're still working on becoming the person you want to be, and you're not there yet. But if she loves you, she won't leave you in the midst of that process. She won't walk away because you're still evolving. In fact, she'll love you even more because she understands the work you're putting in. And that's the beauty of it. True love isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about standing by someone's side while they grow, change, and become the best version of themselves. When a woman loves you through your struggles, setbacks, and growing pains, she's showing you the rarest form of love there is. She's not waiting for you to reach your potential. She's loving you in the process of becoming. She sees the effort, the struggle, and the intention behind it all. And that's the most beautiful thing you can ask for in a relationship. Conclusion, the love that redefines everything. By now, you've seen the signs, these subtle yet powerful gestures that reveal a woman's true love. But here's the thing. Love isn't just about recognizing these signs. It's about understanding their significance and embracing them fully. It's about stepping into the relationship with a mindset that goes beyond surface-level affection and digging deeper into the emotional and spiritual connections that truly bind you together. Remember, true love isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about growing together, facing challenges together, and loving each other through the highs and lows of life. When a woman genuinely loves you, she will show it in ways that go beyond words, beyond gestures, and beyond the typical romantic ideals we're so often sold. She will show you love through the way she fights for you, the way she accepts you at your worst, and the way she believes in your potential, even when you don't see it yourself. And that's the power of genuine love. It's messy, it's complex, and it's not always easy. But when you experience it, you'll know. You'll know because you won't just feel loved. You'll feel understood, accepted, and seen in ways that go beyond anything you could ever imagine. So if you're lucky enough to have a woman who shows you these signs, hold on to her, build with her, and never forget that love, real love, is a gift that doesn't come around every day. Outro. I hope this video has helped you understand what it truly means when a woman loves you. These signs are just a glimpse into the complexity of love. But if you pay attention to them, you'll see a love that is deep, genuine, and transformative. If this resonated with you, if you feel like you're starting to understand love in a whole new way, I want to invite you to join our members-only space. This is where we dive deeper into the realities of relationships, love, and self-growth. No fluff, no surface-level advice, just real talk for men who are ready to evolve. Check the description for more details and a link to join. But before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you found value in this video. Share it with someone who might need to hear these truths, and let's keep growing together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.